Hey, this is Sahy Uhns, aka Carl Madison Bergen. Right here we have what I call the Castro, and it's controller I've been working on for a little while, and it basically consists of 16 buttons and 8 membrane potentiometers, or touch faders. I use it live to control different reactor patches that I've made, some of which I use to cut up some of my tracks and audio and manipulate them, and others I use as an instrument more to generate sound. Live I also use the Kai MPD, and mine is in somewhat disrepair. I play with it a lot, but I love this thing. One of my main instruments that I use in my production is the Doper Dark Energy. I also have a modular synthesizer that I use it with, but for live this is perfect because it sounds amazing and it's small and compact, but you're still able to do some custom patching. I use it along with generative sequencers that I've built in Reaktor that generate sequences within certain parameters that I've set. This is one example of a Reaktor patch that I use in the studio as well as live. It is a 4-voice generative synthesizer. It's an FM synthesizer. Basically, the way the generative sequencer works is each voice, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, have a few different parameters that are generatively sequenced. So when I generate a new pattern, all of them refresh like that. Basically this determines the pitch contour. This one determines what octave it is in, and this one determines the amount of FM. Each voice has 14 harmonics, which you can see here, and these bars represent each harmonic's amplitude, and this represents how much those harmonics are frequency modulating the fundamental. This is the main sequence, so when it hits an event, it grabs whatever number is at these are in these sequences, and that will be the pitch, the octave, and the amount of FM for that event. Then basically, since these are obviously this is not a tonal scale or anything, it gets filtered through this like note filter here, basically, that I can input a mode that the sequence will be within. This is the patch I used on the second half of Ice Plant / Newly Destitute. This is the Newly Destitute half, essentially. My interest in exploring generative systems comes from the fact that as an electronic musician, I spend a lot of time by myself. And I'm able to kind of construct these scores for the computer, and 95% of it will be my input, and then the other 5% is essentially just distilled randomness. I like that little 5% feedback from the computer, and that way, I'm able to get ideas and work with new sounds and new things that I wouldn't have necessarily done myself. But I'm able to construct a system that I eventually learn from. For me, the draw to electronic music is things I don't understand. And how you create things that other people don't understand, and eventually, I'll work on something, and if I give it enough time and I come back and listen to it, and if I don't know what I did, and it sounds really good, that's when I'm most excited.